the first down, yardage to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. They'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. They'll get this one to Cup complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Bears 34.
Throwing is Cousins. A little short pass. This is Everett. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First down, Los Angeles.
A first down throw for Cousins. Short throw, it's Higbee. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Right back to Davis. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3. To the air again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Well, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Cousins to throw it. And Davis with it left side. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, here's Cousins. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Again, it's Cousins. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Now Cousins. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Cousins now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
And the Rams first down.
Now Cousins. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Los Angeles.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. One last shot now for Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
It's Week 15 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 84 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
This one completes Alec Pierce. First catch for it. It's good for a dozen and a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He finds some open field here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, They missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins, and he'll work down inside the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 83 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them, make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going for it with Dobbins. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. First and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Second and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Lambert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Goff. The toss here completed to Pittman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Goff now to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Focus, boys. Focus.
Back to throw. Goff. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to Pierce. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Goff. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out right around the 39. Second and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll see. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap, and again to Dalvin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
3-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back, boys. Welcome back.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And they nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 4. And 3rd down.
Get this stop, defense.
They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the fumble recovery had them set up at ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. He's going to try and do this himself. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, Goff's throw pulled in by Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Goff. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again is Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for the Bears, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see the Bears rock it on quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bears and the Bucks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still... The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll flip this out to Evans. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Here's Jones on the return. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The Bears had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Another run here with Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The kick by Lutz is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Boys, you got this.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When you look at this defense,
they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now back to throw. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 2nd and 7. Again, a run with Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Greedy Williams on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll toss this out right for Evans. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They'll try and run for it with Evans. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of the yard, and it brings up 4th.
What if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit, trying to run it on 3rd down? Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
And this is a commentary of today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is one, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Lambert. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Option play. They give to Evans.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. Takes it to about the 37.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll set up a throw.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He'll drop to throw. Finding Otten once more. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 3. Evans running behind center.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
From the 23, this is second and 3.
Up the middle they go. It's Gross. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now at Soldier Field. So from the 36 now, first and 10. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
That's complete to Mooney.
11 yards for number 11.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for a fourth quarter lead. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Godwin, the motion man. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 36. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. There's Mooney with another catch. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Bucs down by a field goal, 2:10 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this is caught by Evans. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, let me give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Throw here in overtime. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bears take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An even 100 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up. Back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lambert. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now a give right side. Gross. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
There's a short one taken in by Otten, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jones. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in the time.
Yeah, that clock put a little extra pressure on him, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Now a dump off here complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Second down and 3. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
It's the national.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Here comes Mooney now on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Back to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
To throw is Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Now a give right side. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 8 catches, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his
ball. Has it knocked loose. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to about the 26 here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And Carter's going to have a Jets first down as a tackle made at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Sterling Shepard. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Dobbins running out of the gun. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw here. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Powering forward. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bears at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games
as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
They're going for it with Dobbins. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and 5. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have come upon. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And near the 40 to the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's a give to Dobbins. Shifts past him at the 45. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Now Dobbins.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, here's Wilson.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones on the return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
A solid stiff arm.
Loose inside the 30.
And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 22. A big pickup of 38. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they're content to take the three. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was waving his arms wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Build that momentum offense. 6, baby. Get 6. That's it, boys. That's it.
Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a couple. Now Wilson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Wilson on second down. This pass out wide to Hall. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2nd and 11. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
I believe in you.
On 1st down, it's Gross. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Lutz is good. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.